Hello, everyone. My name is Rosemarie Savino. I lead operations at Vanadium, which is a data management platform. We're leveraging innovative technologies to give people and give them back control over their data. And I am joined today by Jim Rice from Vantic. Welcome.
Thank you.
So Jim, tell me a little bit about your role at Vantic, and then we're going to have a fun conversation about what you guys do.
Yeah, awesome. Okay, so my name's Jim Rice. I am VP of North America for Vantic, a software company based in Walnut Creek, California. And we have built a platform that basically enables the creation and operation of real-time intelligent systems.
Wow, that sounds like rocket science.
It's pretty exciting.
So Jim, tell me a little bit about the latest innovations you're seeing that help your clients with their mission-critical, zero-failure type projects.
Sure. So thank you for that question. So the wonderful thing, this is my third time with the engineering team and the founders of Vantic. And the one thing that they're consistent is building enterprise-class platforms that address the next big problems. And they started doing this back about 8 years ago. And so now we're already in production for many years with lots of good stories and case studies. As far as some examples of mission-critical deployments, the country of Japan has a project. Their government is partnered with NTT Data, which is one of the national carriers there in Japan. They have a nationwide emergency management sensor grid of tsunami sensors in the water, earthquake sensors, flood sensors in the subways, the highways. In case a disaster happens, you want to basically get population exiting away from bad areas, similar to what's happened here in the last few weeks with North Carolina and Florida. You know, the earlier you can get a sense of something was happening, the quicker you can get people out of harm's way. And so the NTT Data folks created a project called D-Resilio, which means to be resilient. And they're taking that real-time sensor data, pushing it through Vantic's platform, and then we orchestrate what I'll call a sense, analyze, and act based of execution. And so sensing is getting the data. You talked about data, getting that real-time data off of the appropriate sensors all over the island, analyzing it at the edge where the data originates, not pushing it to a cloud or a data center because that adds latency. And so being able to process data at the edge is important. The analytics could be just looking for anomalies, you know, what's normal, what's not normal. Like a Ring doorbell, we don't want to send every video frame from every doorbell to the cloud, right? So we only want to send those things that are important. Finding signal in the noise. And so the analytics could also, though, leverage AI. So many of our customers have multiple AI solutions in the Vantic application that they've built and deployed. And that takes the burden, cognitive load off the operators, whether it's a military context or a healthcare context or a smart building or a smart country. You want to basically put the right information in front of the right person at the right time. So that human in the loop is really important because AI, although it's really an awesome assistant, it is not meant to be a complete replacement for these mission-critical human tasks.
So the use case you just outlined, do you have human in the loop at each stage of that 4-stage process? Or is it depending on the stage and what they're doing?
Yeah, so I'll just say, like an artist typically starts with a white canvas. Vantic enables our customers and the integrators who help our customers basically create the solution based on the need. So you can introduce human in the loop at any point in the process, wherever the customer thinks the tactics, techniques, and procedures, or the best practices, you know, that have been, you know, documented. Everybody's got their operations manual. When these things happen, turn to page 55 and follow these steps, right? So being able to automate those things, and they're typically not sequential things like a workflow, but are, you know, asynchronous. Things can happen in any order. You know, you look at Uber rider-driver matching, right? Along the way, traffic could occur and you get rerouted. Along the way, the rider, I do this all the time, I need a cup of coffee, so we're going to detour over to a Starbucks on the way to wherever we're going. So that's new situational awareness that the driver didn't know about after he picked me up, right? So being able to have these kinds of reactive systems is really critical for the types of things that we see the world heading towards, because we've gotten so good at automation and digital transformation, but now we need to leverage it in a way that deals with real-time elements.
So tell me a little bit more about how Vantig is working with your current clients to provide new and innovative solutions for their digital transformation. So it sounded like the work you're doing in Japan might be new, greenfield, right? Because they had a lot of data, they were dealing with data, they were trying to make it decrease latency, make it, look, let's face it, that is a zero-fail mission, right?
That's correct.
So you have current clients that are also looking to improve on their digital transformation and their tools and capabilities. So what are some of the new and innovative ways that you guys are working with some of your existing clients?
Yeah, so one of the exciting things is prior to all the hype and buzz around generative AI, we had put out a release probably every 3 to 4 months, an update, and it's not just a fix of things, it's additional capabilities. And generative AI has really taken off for us as a platform capability. One, we can further accelerate the low-code, no-code capabilities for the people who use our platform to design, development, test, and operate these applications. But generative AI can also allow the designer or the subject matter expert to describe what they want in a solution, and generative AI can take that and turn that into an initial blueprint, if you will, a starting point. Second is almost every one of our application examples that we talk about today incorporates generative AI as an element of the application as well, but not where the operator or user has to go initiate a prompt and type something in and wait for it to come back, the typical chat dialogue. But instead, Vantig kind of took it a step further and said, let's automatically create the prompt based on real-time data and send it into the system and do RAG searches and vector database queries and generative AI, large language model type of interactions, regardless of what the customer wants to choose to use. It could be a cloud-based LLM, it could be a private one, one that they've built versus one that someone else has built, or all the above. So the innovations are being able to take advantage of new technologies as they come along and allow that to be leveraged without having the customer to go figure out how to solve, some kind of technical integration problem.
So we're talking about not just a simple improvement, but an actual evolution, and not reactive, but actually anticipatory capabilities for existing customers with new feature sets that come out.
Yes.
That's amazing.
Yes.
That's really, that is innovative. Thanks for sharing that.
You're welcome.
So I'm going to ask you our closing question really quickly.
Sure.
What is your main takeaway from this year's conference?
Yeah, so I am very impressed with this summit, and I will say for anybody who didn't make it this year, if you're seeing this, do what you can do to be here next year, because the number of technology companies and the talk tracks that were going on for the last 2 days have been really amazing. I had to participate in a few of them around public safety and around smart cities, but just I would say the takeaway is this is a great forum for government and AI to meet at an intersection where it can lead to better outcomes, for the citizens and for the government itself.
Awesome insights. Thanks so much for joining me today, Jim. Thanks for spending some time with us here.
You're welcome. Have a wonderful day.